Hey, good morning. You might be wondering yourself, what am I doing in the middle of this village with this land, buffaloes behind me? Well, let me tell you that inside this land, these farms, this huge area lies some of the most important temples, the most I don't want to use the word ancient, but the most old Hindu temples here in Khajuraho. And right now we're going to visit some of these temples, like Brahma temple, and I can see actually over here I have an eye over one of these temples. So yeah, we're going directly to Vamani temple, which lies over there. First I have to cross this road and then this land. So yeah, isn't it interesting that in order to see these temples you can enjoy also this nature around you? So yeah, let's go. And just like that, we're approaching Vamana temple over there in front of me. So yeah, we just approached the temple, and yeah, I can see the main gate in front of me. Hello. हेलो। इजिप्ट से।
इजिप्ट से बहुत अच्छा। कैसे हैं?
ठीक हो, बढ़िया। और आप कैसे हो?
बढ़िया हूँ।
हाँ, तोरा हिंदी।
चलो थोड़ा जॉइंट घल जाए। हाँ? जॉइंट और गाने।
नहीं।
बहुत लोग पीते हैं इजिप्ट के।
हाँ? मैं नहीं पीता। And just like that, we are in front of the temple. Yes, looks so beautiful and so quiet also. And this is one of the temples that you can enter for free, but of course in order to enter it you will have to go through the village. And you have all these gardens around you. So This is Zavamana temple. You can see the temple dedication to Zavamana incarnation of Vishnu. It is Nirandara temple consisting plan of Sabatha. Okay. Alright. Naga Yamuna standing in Trebang flanked by female. Just a description of the temple. Now let's go inside and oh yeah, check this temple. It says very beautiful to have this tour around. And for the shoes, we can remove it here. You don't have to wait. You don't have to keep it outside. You can just keep it off here. And you can see the same structure, the same design, the same sculpture. And from this side also I can see the other temples over there. I think this one is Brahma temple. We are going there.
ये बलुआ पत्थर है जो तराशने में नॉर्मल होता है, जिसको हस्तशिल्प कला करते हुए दिखाया गया है। ये देखो साहब इधर पर, ये सबसे पहले देखो साहब ऐरावत हाथी।
Can you see over there?
ऐरावत के बटन में देखो साहब कपड़े में
the same designs of different gods, and I can see actually also some gods with different faces, taking some animal faces like a pig or a buffalo, and the dancers of course. This section here, this was supposed to be filled with gods, but it's empty. And in front of you can see the village, this nature over there.
From Iran?
Egypt.
Dedicate Vishnu.
Vishnu, yeah.
Lucky temple.
And this is the temple from inside, dedicated to the incarnation of Vishnu.
Inside coming. First time this one. Look like it's see come.
Yeah, I know.
You are standing. Look like it's water tank.
Oh, okay.
This flower is back. The water tank.
Okay. So basically the temple here was dedicated to the incarnation phases of Vishnu.
And the no shadow.
Unlike
a statue, only light. Perfect light.
yeah, I know, from this direction. And actually some of these temples remind us by the old temples in ancient Egypt, where they used to design the gate just so at some certain point of the day the sun will align with the face of the god in the holy chamber. So here also you can see the decorations of the columns and over the walls. And also the surroundings and the designs over there. Still works, thank you. And then from this point over there we are able to have another look over this temple over there, and this is the Brahma temple, basically our next destination. So yeah, let's go. So yeah, right now we are going to visit Javari temple, one of also the temples that exist in this circle in the eastern part of Khajuraho. And the temple is small, but small or not, this is how to say it, it is an archaeological site. It is part of the history of India, and I think since it is very difficult to access to these temples, and because it is separated to each other, and between these temples lies land, farms, so these temples, how to say it, the access to these temples are for free. But I think at some certain point the Indian government will manage to make a touristic walk to connect these temples together, and at that point of course they will start charging tourists. But now, okay sir, but now things still, how to say it, yeah, the entry is for free, but you know, to walk to reach these temples is a little bit difficult to reach. That's why they don't charge you. Namaste, sir.
Which country are you?
Egypt.
Huh?
Egypt.
Excuse me, for me it's paralyzed.
What?
For me paralyzed. Half body my no working. Yeah. If you want something in my health, please.
I'm very sorry, sir.
No, sorry, no problem.
Okay,
No problem.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
They open the small gate. Open the small gate, go inside.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. And then over here we have the temple. This is the Javari temple over here, and it's very interesting that they are adding description in Braille, but they are not adding, how to say it, any description in English or in Hindi. But yes, they are arranging it. There is a wall, there is a garden inside. The atmosphere inside is completely different than the atmosphere outside. and of course the same decorations around the walls for dancers. But you can see we have a huge farm in front of us, these mountains over there, and this large amount of buffaloes. So right now I think we will leave it and we will move to the last temple in this group, in the Hindu group, because after that we will start with the Jain temples. And yeah, our next destination will be to Brahma temple. And this man down there, oh, did he lie to me? He was sitting and telling me half paralyzed, and then I found him standing and running and doing things. Anyway, there is no point to talk about it. Scammers are in every single country, in every single place, so no judgment. Anyway,
जैसे ये देखिए सांप परिक्रमा कर रहे हैं, ये चित्र को देखो सांप, ये हर मंदिर में इसको दिखाया जाएगा सांप। ये जो बीच में भी बना देखो सांप, ये नजर
right now we're approaching the last temple in this groups of temples, and this temple, this is Brahma temple. I believe it's also a small temple, but I think the interesting part about having a tour in this area is experiencing two things, like the mix between the village life and history. So that's why having a tour in this section is much more fun. Let's go. Yes, sir. I'm just from here. So yeah, and this one here, this is Brahma temple. Oh yeah, I think we are having a tour, but not only in the temple, in the village itself. That's what makes this tour really exciting and interesting for me. Now we're going to experience different kind different sort of temples of a completely different religion. We are going to move down till we reach the Jain temples, and you can see this is the main road over there. I'm very glad that we took this shortcut. It saved us lots of time. Right now we're approaching Gantai temple, or to be more accurate, the remains of Gantai temple, because there is another Jain temple that we will go after, which is a complete Jain temple. But here actually I can see only the remains of this temple over here. Hey, hello.
Hello.
And this is the gate. To the Gantai temple. And I like the columns here because somehow the columns feel to be somehow like Roman columns. And you can see this main gate. It's so beautiful. It looks like a frame of a portrait or something. But it is also very beautiful. Feels like a frame of a portrait or a painting, and the columns here somehow it feels like somehow Roman. I don't know, like the decorations over here. And even the hall here feels somehow wider. I wonder how this temple looked like when it was complete. I'm sure it was something marvelous. And yeah, what's so beautiful here is the life around. So yes, it's the temple, but surrounding this historical place, small houses, village, life, and yeah, it's very beautiful here. And locals here, they have many houses where they host, not host, like they rent it to locals. They give you either a bed or a room, and like an experience to live with locals. So yeah, right now we will leave this section and we will go to the Jain temple here. So let's go. Can you see over there? Right now we're heading toward Adinath temple, or as they call it here, the Jain temple. And in fact it is like somehow a complex, and yeah, it is a mix between new temples and the old ones, the ancient one. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, and this area also, there are some restaurants here, and it is much alive here. There are like many shops also, but the weather today is cloudy and I can sense the drops of the rain. But anyway, we just approach Okay. Oh no, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Here we have like the Jain museum. And excuse me, this is Adyanast temple? Adyanat temple?
Yes.
Adyanat.
Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Egypt.
Egypt.
Yes.
Cairo.
Yes, Cairo, exactly. Yeah, thank you so much.
Hello. 10 rupees.
Yes, sir.
10 rupees.
10 rupees?
Hey.
Okay, sir. 10 rupees.
Just first, a second.
First or second? Okay. This is the Jain Art Museum. First we go to the Jain Art Museum over here. And yes, 10 rupees. I'm very glad. This is like the cheapest ticket I bought here, like for a touristic place. Now we're going inside. Just put the ticket in the pocket. And then just let's check these pieces, these heads of these dragons. I believe these also are original pieces. The dancers. And oh yeah. When you look at it, sometimes like somehow you feel like, oh, it looks like a Buddha. Is it Buddha? But it is not Buddha. This is Tir Sankara, and it is believed that Tir Sankara, who was also, I think he was born in the city of Ayodhya, and in Ajmer there is a golden temple, a golden Jain temple, the golden museum. It represents the golden city of Ayodhya, the birthplace, and there's like the birthday of Tir Sankara, and they say that he meditated till he broke the line between life and death, and that's how he became somehow a representation of God. So yeah. Let's just check the outer part. And this is a swastika, a very important symbol in Jainism. All these statues. Tir Sankara, Abhinandan Nath. How lucky are we? We're so lucky. We just entered and it started raining outside. The 16 dreams seen by the mother of Sankara. Gandhari. We visited Gandhari temple. And this is all of Sankara in meditating position. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see all these antiques. Let's check the weather now. Okay, it is windy, quite a little bit rainy, but I think I will take the risk and I move forward because the rains, it's not heavy rains. Hopefully it will not get heavier. And now we're ready to get inside the temple itself. This is Adiyanath temple, right? Yeah. Adiyanath. Temple. Exactly. And this is the entry of the temple complex, Parishwanath and Adinath temple. You can see the mix between the decorated new and the old one. Now we're crossing the gates. As you can see, I think it will be better to keep shoes here. Shoes. Namaste.
Which country from?
Egypt.
Egypt.
Egypt. Yes.
First time is Khajuraho?
First time, yes, in Khajuraho.
Are you single?
Yeah, single.
Morning is 6 open, 9 is closed.
Oh, 6.
Yes.
Morning 6.
Morning 6 is open,
Mm-hmm.
this 9 is this closed.
9 o'clock is closed. Okay.
This here this Jain temple.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
This temple is here this archaeological survey of India.
Yeah. I didn't ask temple, I know.
Yes. Now this here is Parshnath temple.
Yes.
Inside this behind this Adinath temple.
Yes. And from this section, we can see the view of the two temples. The other one is Adinath, and now we're approaching this one. This is Varshavanath temple, and it's called the largest and best preserved among the old Jain temples of Khajuraho. And till today they have bells in front of it, and you can see the door itself looks like a portrait. Now we're inside the temple itself.
This one.
Yeah.
Death of God. This Yamaraj.
Yes. let's go and see the view of the temple from outside, the decorations from outside, because the decorations here also are so beautiful, and also the same as other decorations of the Hindu temples here also in Khajuraho, in the terms of the dancers, the demons, the gods. And there is also backside of the temple here. Now let's go to the other one, to the Adiyanath temple. This is the Adiyanath temple. And they have this beautiful gate over here, which is like a portrait, and behind it, of course, you can see the representation of the god inside, and they have this candle over here, and of course this the same thing about the dancers, about the sculptures, about the demons. So right now we're leaving this beautiful complex of these temples. Yes. Yes, sir. Oh, thank you so much. I've already bought. No, thank you so much. I've already looked. Thank you so much. So yeah, I've already done my shopping here. I bought the things that I really want to buy, and I really got some good prices. So. And actually, once you enter the shop here, even if you don't intend to buy, suddenly you find like you desire to buy some. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Gentlemen. Okay, one.
No, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So now we are going to cover the final part, like the final third part, which is some Hindu temples that exist in the south. So we started with Hindu temples, most of it dedicated to Vishnu, and now we are here and we just covered these Jain temples on this side. Now we'll have to go to the other side to cover some last Shiva temples here, and by covering this side, then I can say that somehow, yeah, we covered Khajuraho. Right now we are approaching Dulhadev Shiva temple, one of the temples that exist in that southern part. And yes, we can see we have like 3 temples actually to explore: Dulhadev Shiva temple and Shatrabush temple. You can see there's like a screen here, and also Bija Mandal. So Bija Mandal, I think it's like, I don't know, but anyway, I just know about Dulhadev Shiva temple and Shatrabuja temple. Let's go inside. And as you can see, they are taking good care of it. It looks like a huge garden here. So they are calling it, the name is Dulhadev, or in the like local accent, Duladeo. That's why they write it Duladeo temple. But the name is Dulhadev Shiva temple. Now we're approaching it.
और मिल जाता है तभी इस मंदिर को दूल्हा देव के नाम से जाना जाता है। आज भाई साहब लोगों में शादियाँ होती है। हाँ भाई साहब ऊपर के नारियल क्रश कमल टूट गया।
It's also known as Kunwarmat. This is the newest temple among the Khajuraho temples. This east-facing temple is dedicated to Shiva. This temple is built on the Narendra style.
पत्थर का नाम बताओ हमें।
ये पत्थर कौन सा पत्थर लगा है?
ये सैंडस्टोन बल्लू पत्थर है।
सैंडस्टोन।
बालू वाला।
बल्लू पर।
हाँ तो इसमें कोई बताइए। अपने आप से बालू।
उसको गला कटा रही है। ये नंदी है, फायर बोर्ड है, 71% ऊपर जाएगा, उसका डांस कर रही है। ये जलंधर की मूर्ति है, इसका 3 लोगों को प्रार्थना में कर दिया था।
Yeah. No, no, so. So yeah, since actually it is a new temple, so the decorations here in this temple are quite different than the other temples. I mean, like in the other temples, like the decoration were like, oh, even the sculptures were like inside and outside, but the location here is very beautiful, and yes, it is considered to be the newest among the eastern part of temples of Khajuraho. And the view over here is so beautiful because like we're surrounded with a very beautiful garden over here just for that temple, and in the other side there's like the Chhatrapurja temple, which we're going to right now. So yeah, let's go. So beautiful, right? There's just like this reservoir over here. I think this is like a, and this is built to be like a small dam. And yes, on the other side you can see the water over here. We are literally in the heart of nowhere, but at least we know the way. After 500 meters I will arrive to Chhatrapurja temple, and this will be the last temple in our tour in this area. But I had to walk much. I had to cross a forest, then a village, then a small forest, and now this village over here. I don't know why they're saying it's like after 500 meters the temple is over there. I thought I would just have to walk and walk and walk, but then the temple just over there. So yeah, we arrived at our last destination. Let's approach it. And yes, inside Khajuraho group of monuments, we are approaching the Chhatrapurja temple. Chhatrapurja temple. And yes, it's also dedicated to Shiva. So let's go.
कैसे आप गले से भाई साहब हैट तक देखिए कौन है? शिव जी। और जो शिव की जटा भाई साहब वो किसी की जटा नहीं है, शिव की जटा से गंगा निकली भाई साहब जो भागीरथ लाए थे। और आप गले से कमर तक कौन है? विष्णु है जिनकी 4 भुजाएं हैं। और कमर से नीचे देखिए भाई साहब कृष्णा है, पैर में पता में घुंघरू में बाजू में राधा रमन करी। तो आप गौर करना भाई साहब खजुराहो में सभी मंदिर पूरब की ओर हैं, लेकिन एक मंदिर ऐसा है जो आप पश्चिम की ओर देख रहे हैं। ऐसा क्यों? इसको क्यों रखा गया है? बाकी मंदिर तो पूरब की ओर। तो मैंने आपको बताया था भाई साहब सूर्य भगवान जब पूरब से उदय होते हैं तो भगवान को नमन स्पर्श करते हैं। जब सूर्य भगवान भाई साहब जब आते समय नमन करते हैं भाई साहब तो जाते समय सूर्य भगवान जब शाम को जब अस्त होते हैं तो पश्चिम तो अस्त होने की
And yes, this is our last temple. The guy inside was explaining how the statue of Shiva inside represents a statue of 3 gods at the same time. It was quite an expression. I'm very glad that I can understand some Hindi, so I caught some. Anyway, this is our last temple in this group of temples. And yes, I'm really glad that I made it and that I covered all these temples today. So I think there is nothing else like in the terms of history or historical places to see in Khajuraho, because we have seen like almost all the historical temples here. So yeah, I think at this point I will conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in my next destination.